Hi everyone, so today I'm going to teach you how to make 3D Minecraft objects. This includes like blocks like a grass block or like wood planks, chests, and even creating a Minecraft room. First of all, you'll need to collect some pictures to create the 3D objects, of course. I'll have a mega link in the description with everything that I'm using as well as some additional pictures, but you might just have to do some Googling on your own. So to find like the sides of a block, for example the crafting table, I just searched up Minecraft crafting table, and here you can see this is the side of it and this is going to be the top and bottom of it. There are some blocks where it's just the same picture on all sides, so even just this picture is going to be enough to create a wood block, whereas the chest actually has a texture for these sides, the front, and I'm gonna have to add another search here. So top, there's gonna be a picture for the top as well, so it's gonna have multiple pictures for it. If you want to find like tools or just random objects, you just have to search Minecraft and then your object and PNG, just like this. Once again, I will have a mega link in the description with all of the pictures that I use as well as some additional ones. Once you've gathered your pictures, just import them to Videostar. You want to make sure that you import the picture like this, where there's no like borders or anything around it. You want it to fill the entire like square. So let's start off simple with a wood block. So let's go to new, multi-layer, press 3D, make your color backgrounds green. For layer 1, we're just going to use the wood plank texture. Press layout, cuboid, and that's really it, because once again the wood blocks, it's just the same picture on all sides, so that's all you would need to do for this, and then you can just animate it like that. Now let's make a crafting table. You want to make sure that you imported these sides as well as the top and bottom picture. So let's go back to multi-layer, press 3D, of course, make your color background green. First, for layer 1, we're just going to use the sides, so press layout and press cuboid. For layer 2, we're just going to use the top picture. Press cuboid, press this arrow, and press top. Now you want to copy layer 2. Press cuboid again, this time press bottom. Now you can add all 3 layers to a master and animate it just like this. Lastly, let's make a chest. Make sure you have the top, the front, and the rest of the sides. So let's go back to multi-layer, press 3D, of course, and first let's do the sides. So it's going to be this one with the line. Press layout and press cuboid. For layer 2, we're going to add the front side, so press cuboid and this time press front. For layer 3, we're just going to add the top, press cuboid and top. We're going to copy layer 3, cuboid, and press bottom. Once again, just add all of these to a master and just do whatever you want with this. Now we're going to make a full Minecraft 3D room. So on top of saving pictures of like the blocks that you want to use, the objects you want to use, you're also going to need some pictures for the walls. So I just searched up Minecraft wood wall. You could also find a stone brick wall. Just use the same formula, Minecraft blank wall texture. You can use these images for your floor as well. I'm also going to save a PNG of a door because I want it to look like we're kind of going inside the house. So I just searched up Minecraft oak door PNG. It's okay that these little white blocks are there. We can easily mask them out on Videostar. So let's go to multi-layer, press 3D, of course. So first I'm going to do the wall. So I'm going to use the stone texture for that. Go to layout and search for fold with the square. Turn this all the way up and go into that layer to make the layout 60% and make the size 200. Now I'm going to add wood for my floor. Pressing fold again, turn this all the way up, press this arrow to press bottom and edit keyframes, copy keyframes from layer 1 and then just press the up arrow once. Now I'm going to create the roof, so I'm going to use the stone again for that. This time I'm going to find expand with the square, press this arrow and press top. Turn this all the way up, go into that layer and size it up to 200. Before we add in our front wall, I'm just going to add the door. I'm going to press this anchor here and I'm going to press this right button until the red dot is like on the left side of the door. Now I'm just going to decrease the size a bit and move it back down so it touches the floor. Now move this down so you can see it from this angle and increase the depth until it lines up with this wall here. Now we're going to add in the front wall, so just add in the same wall that you've been using. This time we're going to press this square reveal, click this, and click from left. Now go into that layer, and I'm just going to increase the depth until it lines up with the front, just like the door did. Now we're going to adjust the layout so that it expands until it touches the door, just like that. For layer 6, I'm just going to copy that, press reveal and click from top, and then copy keyframes from layer 5 and just change the layout so that it touches the top of the door. Now we're going to animate the door, so go back to layer 4. So at 1.00 you want to go to these horizontal arrows and turn it by 25. For the graph you can just use this one. Now let's add some things into our room. So first I'm going to create the crafting table. So once again, starting off with the sides and pressing cuboid. Now just decrease this and move it to wherever you want it to be in the room. Now I'm going to add the top and press cuboid and press top, and then just copy keyframes from layer 7, the last layer. And you can see it's already perfectly placed there. Now I'm going to add a chest. To make this easier to place, I'm just going to copy keyframes from the last layer, and from there I'm just going to move it so it's, you know, it's already sized down, it's already backed up in the room, and it's just a lot easier for me to drag it where I want it to be. Lastly, I'm just going to add a diamond sword on the crafting table. To make this easier to place, I'm just going to copy keyframes from layer 7. And from here, all we have to do is turn it vertically by 25. I'm going to delete this rotation I had here and decrease the size and just drag it up. Lastly, since I want to animate it so that it's kind of going inside the house, we can't just have it be empty around the house, so I'm just going to add a grass texture. Now you want to turn the size up to 200 and you want to increase it more than that, so just using your 2 fingers to increase it. Now let's add a master so we can animate the camera movement. So first I'm just going to decrease the depth so it's like we're walking up to the house. This door actually looks a little weird, so I'm just going to adjust this. So going back into the door, I'm just going to move it a little bit more to the center. And then for 5, I'm going to adjust that so it's, you know, it doesn't cover up the door. And then going back to the last layer, I'm just going to copy layer 5. Press reveal. This time I'm going to press from right. And copy keyframes from layer 5, and you also have to add it to the master. And I'm just going to adjust the layout so that it doesn't cover up the door. So I'm just going to go a little forward here. I usually just guess of like when I want to change like the angles and stuff. So I'm going to increase the depth and I'm going to move it to the side as if we're actually entering through this door. So increasing the depth some more. At the end, I want to increase the depth even more, but since it's already at 100, I'm just going to move this down and press the down button, and that's going to increase the depth even more, even though it doesn't say it. Over here in the middle, I'm just going to mark down my horizontal arrows because I don't want it to turn yet. But at the end is where I'm going to turn it so that it is facing the crafting table. Since the door is blocking our view right now, just go to options, show other layers, and disable the door for now, and we'll like edit it later so that it doesn't actually show up. I'm pretty happy with how this looks. I just need to fix up a few things, starting with the door. So over here, I'm actually going to change it so it's at 0.26 instead. And right here, I'm also going to mark down the opacity at 100 and then move 1 frame and turn it to 0. So right about here, there's a glitch with the left wall, so I'm just going to go into that layer And since the glitch happens there, we want to get rid of it before that. So I'm just going to go a few frames before, mark down the opacity at 100, go 1 frame forward and turn it down to 0. Lastly, I'm going to fix up the background. So if you want, you could just turn this to a light blue color, or you could be extra and find a picture of the Minecraft clouds and just go into that layer. I'm going to decrease the depth to -100, and I'm going to push it back even more, and then increase the size to 200. If you want to add some shading, you can go into color and you can add Vignette Pro to all of these layers, and just turn it down so it's not too much. And I'm just going to add these to all of the layers. This is going to make your Videostar super laggy, so I recommend adding this at the very end when you know that you got exactly what you want and you're ready to press create. If you want to add some extra shadows, you can go back to multi-layer and add Vignette Pro to this entire clip. And you're done. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow my Instagram at VirgoYunes. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.